Friends, in our earlier video, we have studied the introduction and overview about endocrine system, as well as we have studied its classification and functions of hormones. To the next, we have seen the structure and functions of various endocrine glands, such as pineal gland, which secretes melatonin, hypothalamus and its function, along with the anatomy and physiology of pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, and thymus gland. In this video, we will study the anatomy and physiology of adrenal gland. The two adrenal glands are situated on the top of each kidney, have a flat pyramidal shape. Each adrenal gland is about 3 to 5 cm in height and 2 to 3 cm in width, which weigh around 3.5 to 5 grams. Adrenal glands have two parts, which have different structure and functions. The outer layer is cortex and the inner layer is called as medulla, which you can see in the shown diagram. Adrenal cortex. The adrenal cortex produces three steroid hormones from cholesterol. Collectively, they are called as adrenocorticoids, which are further divided into glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids, and sex hormones. Sex hormones are also called as androgens. Glucocorticoid. The glucocorticoids are essential for life, which regulate metabolism and resistance to stress, include hydrocortisone and cortisone. The effects of the glucocorticoids are gluconeogenesis. Glucocorticoid convert glycogen in glucose. It brings out breakdown of protein. Proteins are breakdown into amino acids, which are used for production of ATPs, or which can also be used in production of other newer proteins. Lipolysis. Glucocorticoids brings out breakdown of triglycerides into free fatty acid and glycerol for energy production. They also exhibit anti-inflammatory action as well as brings out suppression of immune response. They also delayed wound healing process. Mineralocorticoid. Aldosterone is the major mineralocorticoid. It regulates homeostasis by stimulation of reabsorption of sodium ions and excretion of potassium ion in urine. Retention of sodium ions brings out retention of water reabsorption and hence therefore helps in regulating blood volume and blood pressure. Aldosterone also promotes excretion of sodium ions in the urine. Thus, removal of acids from the body helps in prevention of acidosis. Sex hormones, also called as androgens. The adrenal cortex secretes weak amount of androgens in both males and females at the time of birth as compared to the puberty or adulthood. The androgen secreted by adrenal gland is DHEA. Androgens are more secreted by the testes and ovaries at the time of puberty and adulthood. Androgens stimulate growth of axillary and pubic hair in boys and girls. The main hormone which stimulates its secretion is adrenocorticotropic hormone, that is ACTH. Now we will study about adrenal medulla. The adrenal medulla is surrounded by adrenal cortex. It develops from nervous tissue, which is made up of chromaffin cells, which produces hormones and is a part of sympathetic nervous system. The two major hormones which are secreted by adrenal medulla are adrenaline, which is about 80%, and noradrenaline, which is about 20%. These prepare our body for fight and flight. Various effects produced by adrenal medulla. The hormones are released in response to stimuli. Together they increase fight or flight response that we have studied in earlier slide. Structurally, they are very similar with similar effects. They increases the heart rate, increases blood pressure, they increase the flow of blood in heart, liver, brain and skeletal muscles. They also increases the blood glucose level and the levels of fatty acids. Also brings out bronchodilation as well as dilation of pupil, which is called as mydriasis. Pancreas. Pancreas act as an both endocrine as well as exocrine, which is called as heterocrine gland. The pancreas are located in the curve of the duodenum, the first part of the small intestine, and consist of a head, a body and a tail. The pancreas consist of clusters of cells known as pancreatic islets, which are also called as islets of Langerhans cells, which are scattered throughout the gland. It measures about 12.5 to 15 centimeter in length. Now we'll study the secretions and functions of pancreas. There are 1.1 to 2 million pancreatic islets, which contain three main types of secreting cells. Alpha cell, which secretes glucagon, beta cell, which secretes insulin, delta cell, which secretes somatostatin. In this, glucagon increases blood glucose level and insulin reduces blood glucose level. Now we will study the functions of hormones in ovaries in females. The ovaries are the paired oval body located in the female pelvic cavity. They produce several steroids hormones including two estrogens and progesterone. Along with the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone, they regulate the menstrual cycle, also maintain pregnancy and prepare mammary glands for lactation. They also helps in maintaining the female secondary sexual characteristics. Ovaries also produces relaxin, which helps dilate uterine cervix during labor and delivery. Testes in males. The testes are ovar glands that lie in the scrotum. The main hormone produced and secreted by testes is testosterone. Testosterone stimulates testes, which helps in regulation and production of sperms. It also promotes development and maintenance of secondary sexual characteristics. Now we'll study disorders of endocrine glands. First one is gigantism. This is the condition caused due to prolonged hypersecretion of growth hormone. The effect of excess of growth hormone includes excessive growth of bones, enlargement of internal organs, formation of excess connective tissue. Gigantism occurs in children and acromegaly in adults. Second disorder is dwarfism. It is caused due to deficiency of growth hormones. Also, it results possibly because of other hormones in childhood. Hyperthyroidism. Abnormal excess secretion of thyroid hormone results into hyperthyroidism, which is also known as thyrotoxicosis. The main cause of hyperthyroidism are Graves' disease, which is an autoimmune disorder, toxic goiter, and adenoma, which is a benign tumor. Hyperthyroidism, caused due to excess secretion of thyroid hormone. The most common cause are autoimmune disorder and iron deficiency, along with the healthcare interventions. That means if the patient is taking the medicines of thyroid, that may also result into hypothyroidism. Goiter. The enlargement of thyroid gland without a sign of hyperthyroidism is called as simple goiter. Hyperparathyroidism, excess secretion of parathyroid hormone, which is characterized by high blood calcium level, is called as hyperparathyroidism. Hypoparathyroidism. Deficiency of hypoparathyroidism results into abnormal low blood calcium level, which is caused due to decrease or deficiency of parathyroid hormone. This is much rarer than hyperparathyroidism. Disorders of adrenal gland. In this we will study Addisons disease. It is caused due to destruction of adrenal cortex, which results into hyposecretion of glucocorticoid and mineralocorticoid hormone, which develops autoantibodies. Diabetes. It is the disorder of endocrine gland which is characterized by increase in blood glucose level, which is due to complete resistance to the insulin hormone. Thank you. Thank you for watching all the videos of endocrine system, and I hope that you have learned something that this made the endocrine system easier to understand. Thank you.